Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to spend a few minutes and talk a little bit about the reasons why you should not react to the narcissist. Now, this is mainly after you've maybe left the narcissist, or you're spending some time apart, or you're separated, or you broke up with them, or whatever it is. They're gonna spend a great amount of time into harassing you, so to speak. They're going to be texting you, calling you, they're going to be stalking your social media, they're going to try to get a reaction out of you, and it's important for you to essentially stay calm. The best thing to do, which I'm probably going to talk about in another video, is going no contact. But in the event that you can't, or you won't, or you don't, or whatever it is, it's important to stay calm, because they're going to be telling you all sorts of crazy things that you are going to want to react to. They're going to be telling blatant lies. They're going to be making stuff up about you. They're going to be trying to draw your attention to them so that they can get some form of supply out of you. They're going to try convincing you that whatever the reason is, that you need to speak to them immediately. They're not going to let it go. And when you don't cave, their methods of trying to communicate with you are just going to get more extreme and more drastic. And I speak about this from very first-hand experience about what happens when you ignore a narcissist. And again, that's going to be another video on no contact. But you need to learn to stay calm. It's going to be incredibly difficult. If you do have to react, it's important to not argue. It's also important to, of course, stay calm, which I think I've said about 100 times already in this video. But you don't want to react negatively. You don't want to react in any type of excited manner. And I don't mean excited like in a happy way, but like where you get just heated and you can just like feel that rage burning inside your gut or in your heart. You don't want to react that way, because that is giving them a form of supply, and that's exactly what they're looking for. They want that reaction out of you because that helps feed their narcissistic ego. You want to be very careful with what you say to them, because it can and will enrage them. For example, if you're having an argument, you just can't seem to win, and you want to just ultimately throw your hands up in the air, you might say something along the lines of, and I quote, F you, end quote. That in itself is going to get the narcissistic rage like at its highest peak. You will experience no other rage hotter than that. That is something, I'm not exactly sure why this fuels the narcissist so much, but those two little words really, really set them on edge. So you want to be very, very careful with what you say and how you say it. I have found that if you say this same thing but in other ways, like, you know what, just forget you, or you know what, screw you, if you say it in those ways, it doesn't set off that same rage as it does if you just flat out just say F you. So you want to take a minute and you want to think about every single word clearly before you say it to the narcissist. They're going to make it incredibly difficult to forget them. And of course, I don't think anybody ever forgets any relationship that they've been in, but it's easy to kind of, put all relationships in the same kind of box in your head. But when it's a narcissistic relationship, that one is always going to stand out in your head. So no matter what, you're never going to forget that relationship in the first place. So it's very important to stay calm. And I know that this is going to be incredibly difficult in this situation, when they are texting you or calling you, leaving you messages, whatever method of contact they're using, even if it's a third party, if they're using one of their flying monkeys to contact you, it's going to be incredibly difficult to ignore them. You're going to want to react. And the reason that I wanted to make this video is because I think for a good majority of people who are in the process of leaving a narcissist, or even just get in a fight with a narcissist and have a relationship with a narcissist, this goes on any relationship, it doesn't have to be a romantic one, is that they say things to get our blood boiling and we react because we are so infuriated by what they're saying. And then, of course, it turns into something else entirely because of the way that you reacted. But it's incredibly difficult to not react. And that's why I wanted to take a few minutes to point out that you should react very carefully. You need to walk on eggshells and really think about what you say and how you say it in order to figure out the best method of communication when you do have to still communicate with the narcissist, and how to move on from them in such a way that is healthy for you, even though it's not healthy for the narcissist. So I'm going to stop there, and I hope that this video did bring you guys a little bit of insight. As usual, there is an email in the description box where you can send me your video requests or stories that you guys want advice on, or maybe you want me to speak on a different subject. If you don't want to leave a comment below, you can privately send me an email. Your name and email will never be shared on this channel. And I look forward to chatting with you guys.